Exactly, Chuck. And the speeds here, the guy doesn't care. He's running red lights. You know, he's willing to go against vehicles and push them out of the way. So there's not much they can do other than maybe a spike strip. But I don't even know if that'll stop him. I mean, eventually it'll pop the tires and maybe bring it to a conclusion. But trying to get ahead of this guy, he has not gone into the same area twice. I can tell you that.
Typically in a situation like this, they back off and they track so it doesn't escalate, and they're hoping he calms down. But clearly that's not happening here.
It's not going to happen in this case. This guy knows that he has all eyes on him from the air anyways. And as far as the ground crews or the ground units on the surface streets here, they're just trying to keep the intersections clear and from cross traffic and keep anybody from getting hit by this guy. So that's the difficulty for officers on the ground. But, you know, for them to get a spike strip in the area and make it successful is another story.
Gil, as best you can, give us a location of where we are now, what street we're on. Are we still in Irvine? And he was going east, and now he's turned again, so...
Yeah, he's on University right now.
Okay,
and I can tell you Ridgeline is the cross street. And he's going into a neighborhood. Let's see what he does here. He made that right turn, wrong side of the road. He's into a neighborhood off of Ridgeline Drive. And he's going to continue here. I don't know if he knows this area, but look at he goes into this.
No,
maybe he does know it.
Is that a dead end?
He's looking at apartments, probably.
It's an apartment complex, and he's going to push his way through. He's got another car. He's got trouble right there. How's he going to get around this road?
He's getting out.
He's getting out.
Oh.
No, he's going to
oh my God.
He's carjacking that vehicle. It looks like it's a female. He pushed her out of the vehicle. Such a dangerous.
Somebody else is going to try to help. He's going to try to,
oh, this is a terrible situation. He's trying to fight them.
Don't do that.
He's got nowhere to go.
Oh, no, he's actually...
Oh, that's terrible. The man's got to get out of there. He's trapped. He could get squeezed right there. He needs to back off and just let this guy take that vehicle. Look out. Wow, this is a terrible situation. Well, now it's a matter of having to get a pit maneuver onto this guy and stop him. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know if there's children in that vehicle. It's, you know, you never know. If that woman had her child in the vehicle, it's hard to say. But, you know, we're waiting to hear from the police officers. I'm listening to the airship overhead calling this, and a very desperate situation now for officers to stop this guy.
And you would think officers know who they're dealing with here, because this is a guy they've been looking for at least a week.
Yeah.
He's originally wanted for assault on an officer with a vehicle, so it would seem that they know who they're dealing with here.
I can understand the emotion of the gentleman who tried to help the woman who was carjacked when he literally pulled her out of the vehicle, but that is not the thing that you want to do. You can only make the situation much worse. You don't know whether the guy is armed or not. As you saw there, he almost was pinned between two vehicles. It's best just to let him have the vehicle and go and let the officers stop this thing. But that was very, very dangerous, although we can understand him wanting to help that woman.
Oh, absolutely. Gil, once again, give us a location here. What street are we on? What are we coming up on in terms of a major intersection here?
Let me pull out to a wider shot to give you a better perspective. He's just driving around this neighborhood. I believe that's University at the top of your screen. He was on University before, so he may be lost here. Maybe he was desperate to find a car, and he found the best opportunity to do so in that neighborhood. Now he's going to come out. Let's see. He's trying to find his way. Yeah, he's
Is there any way that officers could block him in this neighborhood? You know, a lot of these neighborhoods, you know, there's only maybe one or two ways into them.
Yeah, certainly they could if he does come back out. It sounds like he's coming back out to where he first entered, so this might be a looped street. I don't have the eyes on it. I'm actually seeing it now on my side, and I can tell you there's one unit behind this guy now, so they're hot on his track. There's the officer coming into the screen. Yeah, so now he's going to come back out, and it looks like the officers are getting ready up ahead to pin this guy in. There's a pedestrian getting out of the way, and it could be pinning him in there. Oh, no, he went right through that intersection, so we'll see if they can...
they're blocking off some of those intersections as well.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get units ahead of this guy, maybe put out a spike strip, but now he's in this different vehicle. Who knows what the ability of this vehicle is to, you know, how far can he go? Is it on...
We've just witnessed the level of desperation of this individual. I think we got a video that we can replay that shows you where he carjacked the vehicle that he's now in. He was in a pickup truck, and I think we're going to be able to play that. There we have it. Just insert it in the screen. We'll keep an eye on the chase itself. You can see what happened. Colleen.
Yeah, he pulled into what appeared to be a parking lot or an apartment complex there. He's in the center vehicle there, that dark truck. you see the guy in the white car then jumps out, runs over to help the woman in the SUV. She runs around the other side, the passenger side, and you see the guy in the suit almost gets pinned between the SUV and the truck. Very dangerous. But as you point out, Chuck, it shows a level of desperation here.
And to steal the vehicle, I mean, obviously, you know, officers have helicopters, so they know that there was a vehicle transfer that was made there, unless the truck was so damaged that he couldn't take it any further, and that's what caused him to steal that vehicle.
And it couldn't come at a worse time. I mean, look at the time. It's 4:06, 5:45. You've got perhaps kids coming home from after-school activities. People are getting off work. So you see pedestrians crossing and things like that. He's already T-boned at least one car that we saw.
Yeah. Desperately, one of the most desperate searches that we've covered in a long, long time.
Gil, once again, give us an idea of exactly where you are so we can alert people if they're watching. Maybe they can call friends or family on the way home.
Yeah, we're still in the Irvine area. This is Culver Boulevard, and he's northbound now on Culver, but he's got, again, heavy traffic here. So here he goes into the turn pocket. He's got some room to go there. No, he's got another car. He's going to have to jump the center divider. There he goes, jumping the center divider into oncoming traffic. And that's going to be a left turn. Wow, he barely made that turn. On Michelson.
Yeah. And remember, when he's hitting these other vehicles and he's dragging people out of the car, you know, among the charges he's going to be wanted for are assault.
Yeah, definitely assault. And, you know, hit and run, obviously.
Hit and run, assault, and all kinds of felonies, so.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully that man was okay, and that woman, you know, that man trying to fight for that woman's car.
That was really something.
It really was.
And again, you know, it appeared at that point he had the driver here had no one in the truck with him, but we don't know if there was anyone in this SUV with the woman. I mean, you would hope there's not at this point, but
obviously she has a bike rack or maybe a ski rack on top of the vehicle there.
Yeah, let's hope there's no child inside this vehicle or other people inside. Hopefully it was just the woman there, but this is still westbound on Michelson. And, oh, look at him, hard on the brakes there. He even picked up some
sparks. What's he going to try to do here? Scoot right on through? Red light?
Right through the red light again, and they're continuing. Now, looking up ahead, he's got the airport.
Wrong side of the road.
Yeah, wrong side of the road, and he's got the airport ahead of him.
He's heading back to John Wayne.
Yep. Oh. Officers right there. Oh, they had the spike strip out, but they didn't have time to put it out.
Yeah.
Northbound Jamboree. So officers trying to put a spike strip down. They weren't sure if he was going to take the shoulder of the road or the middle of the road, and he opted for the middle, and that's when the officers, you know, guessed and were hoping for the shoulder, but he took the center. Now he's up on
he just passed over the...
Is that the 405?
He just passed over... we got sparks coming out of there. Maybe he did hit something.
Yeah. Something just flew off the side.
That right rear tire.
Yeah, it looks like he might be on a rip now. Oh, no, he's going to hit that car. Oh, man, he just sideswiped that car there on the right-hand side. And he is going to be going towards the freeway. This is going to be the 405. It looks like he was going to... Nope, he's beyond the 405 now. He's beyond the 405 on Jamboree northbound. And now he's got, if you know this area at all at this hour, it's pretty heavy traffic, and that's what we're seeing right now. He's weaving in and out, and we don't know the status of that right rear. Oh, he's going to get out again. He's got his door open.
Yeah.
He does.
And if he's carjacked someone once, you've got to think he's going to do it again.
Right on the ground.
Right up on the grass and continues on. This is Von Carmen, I think. Let me get you a street here in a second.
While you're doing that, we want to let people know the original want on this guy was assault on a police officer last week with a vehicle. And apparently they picked him up on Barranca Road in the Irvine area, and that was about 20 minutes ago.
He seems to be able to control the
8 o'clock, Patrick, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, there's something with the front end.
8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. He's out on foot now. He's trying to run, and he's running up this hill. He's out on foot now. He's trying to run. And he's running up this hill. He's going 10 o'clock, Patrick. 10 o'clock.
What is this he's running into?
It's a business complex, business area. He's got the dog coming out. The dog takes him down right there. 12 o'clock, Patrick. 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
The dog got him. The dog made the tackle right before he got into that business complex. Now he's fighting with officers. Look at that. Unbelievable. But now, thank goodness, this pursuit is over with the suspect putting up a fight with officers and a canine.
This is the second time in 2 weeks we've seen a canine bring a suspect down. Yeah, in a pursuit.
Gil, do you know what officers these are? What jurisdiction?
I'm gonna guess that this is Irvine Police Department that's involved here because it is in their jurisdiction. So I would guess that it's Irvine. I didn't get a chance to look at the vehicle, but I'll be able to tell you in a moment here as the dog did his job on this guy, and now they're likely going to need a ambulance for him. It looks like he might be bleeding. Patrick, I got exhausted a little bit.
Okay, if you're just now joining us, this had to be one of the most dangerous pursuits we've seen in a very long time. This one started in Irvine. The want on the guy was assault on a police officer last week with a vehicle. He was originally in a black truck, a pickup truck, hit at least one car, perhaps two or three, that he sort of grazed going at high speed,
off the freeway,
and then carjacked someone at an apartment complex.
She was trying to come out of the apartment complex, and then that gentleman who tried to rescue her, actually he went over to his car first.
That's what we're seeing right now.
Couldn't get inside, and that's when he went after the woman. She wouldn't get out, so he actually drugged her. There you can see she's got the white top on there. Got in her car. There's the guy coming around to the driver's side. He's trying to get in. He actually gets the door open. And the woman then comes around the passenger side trying to stop him, but he just bowls his way right through. And as you can see right there, almost pinned that man in the suit against the pickup truck, backs up, and then comes out again and leaves that area only to be captured probably, maybe 4 minutes later here at an industrial complex when they release the dogs on him. You know, we're going to have to take a short break right here. Obviously, we got the suspect in custody, and we'll be right back.